Good evening, everybody. Welcome to your Thursday evening Facebook Live. My name is Sarah Edwards. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I come to you guys live every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 to show you a fun new project. So I know it's a little bit early and in advance, but next Thursday, I will actually be going live in the morning or mid-afternoon. I haven't quite decided yet, because my husband bought me and the girls tickets to the Reba McEntire concert. So next Thursday evening, we will be dancing and singing to Reba. I honestly don't think the girls are like super excited to go with me, but I am so excited to see her. I've literally wanted to see her my entire life, and now finally it has happened. I actually thought she was going to be here during the retreat weekend, so that's why I didn't book it months ago when I knew she was coming. So once I realized that it wasn't, my husband booked the tickets for me today. So next Thursday, I will not be live at 7. I will communicate over Facebook to let you know what time I do go live. Good evening, Bev. Welcome. So today's card is super fun, super cute, and super easy. That's exactly what we like. I'll tell you a little story. So last night, I got home from work, took a shower, and really went straight to bed. Didn't do anything else because I worked a 10-hour shift. Well, the doorbell rang at 9:45 last night. The dogs went crazy. Bo and I jumped up out of bed because when the doorbell rings that late at night, it's never good news. Get to the door and realize the UPS driver dropped off my Stampin' Up! Package, which I'm so grateful that it finally arrived, but just don't ring the doorbell at 9:45. It was a little late. And then at 3:45 this morning, my phone rang. Actually, I think it was 3:15. My phone rang, scared the crap out of both of us, and it was a sales call. Like, seriously, who calls at 3:15 in the morning? Completely nuts. But anyway, hopefully you guys have had a good day, because other than that, my day has been really good. I didn't get a whole lot done in the studio, but that's okay. I spent a lot of time in the house and doing paperwork and all that fun stuff. So good evening, Heather. Welcome. So while I was telling you about the UPS driver, the dies that we're using for tonight's live arrived last night. So this was my first day playing with them, and they are really cute. It is one of the online exclusives, so it's not going to be in any catalogs. So I'll definitely show you guys what those look like. Good evening, Lisa. Okay, let's point you over, and we will get started. I need to make sure we are live on Facebook, which I'm starting to see comments, so I think we are. We should be good, but there it is. Let's make sure we are good. There we go. Okay, so let me bring in the dies we're going to be playing with. So these are called, I literally just put it on the little magnet sheet. They're Radiating Stitched dies. They are super fun and so cute. I really wished I had these for class last week, and I actually texted one of my girlfriends to see if she had gotten them, and they were still on order. So you have a large image, and let me show you a large die, and this is what it looks like. So it gives the kind of little impressions around the edges. And then you have this piece that you can layer these two together. That's what I did to cut out the center. So I layered these two together. And you could even layer the third piece inside to get a third layer. So let me kind of show you what two of the layers will look like. I didn't bring in the third piece, but this is what the two layers look like. And I thought they were so fun and so different. And you do get two circles, and you get a heart. So I didn't play with the heart today, but I did play with the two circles. And let me pull in the circles that I have die cut for you. I just picked them up and they all went flying. So this is what the circles look like. I actually used all of the 5 in colors that are going to be retiring. So these retire at the end of the annual catalog. So we have the Pale Papaya, Fresh Freesia, Polished Pink. Hold on. I literally just lost the names of them. Soft Succulent and Evening Evergreen. So these are the 5 colors that are going away. So I decided to do these cards using these 5 colors. And I actually haven't heat embossed in a while. And in card class on Saturday, we did some heat embossing. So I wanted to bring in some heat embossing with our card tonight. So the machine is a tad bit loud, but we are going to at least heat emboss one. I did do the other ones in advance. So this is the card we're going to be making. And then I didn't realize I still had some of these gems available or in my craft room. But I was cleaning out my desk and I found some of the in-color gems that are still in the catalog that will be retiring as well. So I thought I'd pull some of those guys in since I found them. So let's get started. Let me bring in a couple of the stamp sets that I used. So I was trying to find smaller sentiments. I wanted something that would fit inside of this circle. So I found a couple. The happy labels, the yay, the thank you, the hello, just a note will fit, but I'll show you, remember on Tuesday's live when I just inked up half of the photopolymer set? That's what I did on just a note. And let me find it and I'll bring it in and show you what I'm talking about. Of course, it's the last one. So you can use just a note, but you just have to ink up half at a time to get it to fit on the circle. So there's the one set that I found that would fit. And then the other one, I pulled in this happy birthday because it fit really nice. I think the cheers would fit, and the oh hello you would have to do up and down on inking half of it. But we do have quite a few images that will definitely fit in these guys. So let's start with the polished pink. So I have my card base, and this is 5.5 by 8.5, and I scored it at 4 1/4. Good evening, Mary and Stephanie. Welcome. So I'm just going to fold this in half, grab my bone folder, and give that a good crease. I did pull in a piece of our basic white. This is 4 by 5 1/4. And this is going to go on the inside. Not entirely sure why I flipped it over because it's the basic white on both sides. But I think we all do that. I don't know why. It is just one of our little quirks, I guess. So that's going to go on the inside so we have a nice white surface to write our sentiment on. And I swear to you, these cards are so easy to put together. So I just kind of coordinated the 5 colors to be able to go into all of the cards. So I tried to use a different card base, all 5 of the card base colors, and then I just kind of switched up the colors of the frames. So I'm just going to put adhesive on the outside of this frame, glue it down, and then I have a piece of the basic white. Just going to glue this one down. I'm telling you, this card is so easy to do, and I actually think it's super fun and different. So we're going to glue that down, and I want to bring in all but, I think I'm going to do my sentiment on the pale papaya. So I'm going to go ahead and flip these guys over so I can put some dimensionals on. And the funnier thing is, while I was cleaning, I found all of my dimensionals. So I have a load of them up here. I'm going to leave them up here so I don't lose them. So I'm going to go ahead, bring in the 2 little guys, put a dimensional on each of them, peel them back. Let's get these out of the way. And then I'm going to start with, actually I'm going to pick them all up. I'm going to put this guy up top, and you can mix and match these any way you want. I'm actually just going to follow my original design. And then this one is going to go here, and I'm going to wait to put this one on because I want this one to have the sentiment on it. Good evening, Valerie. Okay, so I should have brought this in first. The embossing kit, the embossing toolkit Stampin' Up! Came out with, and this is a brand new one that I have. So I'm just going to pull it out just so I can show you. So it comes with your embossing buddy. It comes with your tweezers, a little brush, and your little tray. So when you're doing embossing, you can dump it right back into your tray. So I'm just going to grab my embossing buddy and just kind of hold this down and rub my embossing buddy over my paper. This will get any of the oils on. It'll get any of the oils off of your paper that happen to be on it. And then when you ink up the emboss or the Versamark, you won't be able to see it very well because it's a clear. I don't even know if you can see that it is clear on there. But once we put on our white powder, it will pop up and then we'll heat it and it will melt. So let me grab my little tweezers. I'm going to hold this, pick up some powder, sprinkle it on, dump it back in, and I'm just going to tap the back of it just to get any excess off. And you can see the Y went over into the little rivets a little bit, but it didn't bother me. I actually thought it gave it a little bit of character. Grab your heat gun, and this is going to be loud, so I apologize. And I'm going to try to position it where you guys will be able to see that once it starts changing colors, hopefully you can see that. That means the embossing powder is melting and it is all done. That's how quick and easy it is. Oh, you could definitely see it on the live. So now you have a beautiful happy birthday. So that is done. And I do recommend using some tweezers when you're doing this, especially with such a small piece. The heat gun gets really, really hot. So you want to definitely be careful with that. So I'm going to put a dimensional here. And I'm going to come in and just tuck in the happy birthday. Kind of make sure it's centered. And then let's put this piece on the bottom. Actually, we don't want to cover up too much of the Y. And then I actually only have these 3 colors left of my ribbon. I've used the polished pink and one of the other colors. So I'm just going to use the pale papaya. You could pick any one of these colors because they're all in the card. So I'm just going to grab the pale papaya, tie a quick bow. Oops. Grab a mini glue dots. And just come in and put that right at the bottom. And then you have your fun gems, and you can really use any one of them. So we might just use a couple of each. There's that, and then we'll grab this one. And I try not to put gems on top of something that's lifted up, but I think I'm going to. There we go. They're super tiny. They're not going to add any extra weight to your postage. But there you go. Look how quick and easy and kind of cute that card is. So here are the 2 colors we've done so far. So let's bring in the opposite colors of the first one that I just showed you. I did emboss some of the words already just to make it go a little bit quicker. Fold your card base. Put this on the inside. And then close it. And we can start decorating it. I really don't think you have to do a whole lot to these cards because the dies are so gorgeous that I think the dies do all the work for you. Kind of like the designer series paper, how sometimes you don't have to do a whole lot when the designer series paper is so gorgeous. That's what I think these dies are. This is going to go in the center. And since I stamped the thank you on the top one, we're going to put this one up top first. That one there, and then we can add dimensionals to all of these guys. And I'm just doing one in the center. I really don't think it needs to be a ton. one will probably, and even a mini one would probably work on these little guys. So I'm going to put this to the left. This is going to go there. This one can go right there. That one can go on the bottom. And then, let's see what color ribbon. Let's do the soft succulents. And if you don't have these ribbons, you can definitely just use a white. If you have any of our basic white ribbon, that would look gorgeous as well. But if you have the ribbon that matches, you might as well use it. And if you don't have these and they are your favorite colors, I would suggest getting them before they're gone. Because once they're gone, unfortunately, they're gone forever. So this one, I don't have any of the soft succulent. Oh, there's two soft succulents. Let's put one right there. And I should probably be grabbing my tool instead of using my fingernail. And we'll just put that one right there. So there you go. So there's a card number 3. I only actually have 2 more. They actually are going together pretty quickly, so we might have time to put them all together. So the polished pink and the fresh freesia are probably my 2 favorite colors. Even though the evening evergreen we did use in card class on Saturday to stamp our leaves, and that is a gorgeous color for leaves. So I might miss that one too. I actually might miss them all. Just to be honest, I know one of the retreats, I think it was the July retreat 2 years ago, I focused all of my cards on all of the in colors. Ugh, they are so fun. So if you're a purple fan or a pink fan, this card is yours. There we go. And we're going to flip these over because I already stamped the happy birthday. So we can just layer these on. And you could be a little bit different and put the circles on different ways. Let's see what we can come up with. I'm just going to pick these all up just so I don't accidentally... Oh, let's put this right in the center. Let's be a little adventurous. So we'll do... Oh, we could do little Mickey ears. We will just put these randomly around. There we go. That is super cute too. Don't use your fingernails, Sarah. Grab your tools. And then we're using one each of the in colors. So there you go. That is super fun too. And our last one. We used all 5 in colors. This is the pale papaya. Oh, I forgot the ribbon on that other one, but that's okay. We'll go back and do it later. So this kind of reminds me of like a cantaloupe, the pale papaya. There we go. See how easy these are to put together? You could definitely whip a bunch of these out in no time. And this one I did just the notes. So let's flip all these over. And you can definitely tell the front and the back of these circles, so it's really easy. Well, hi, Aunt Helen. Thank you. So put some dimensionals. So I'll tell you a little funny story while I'm doing this. I was working in the house on some pillow gifts, and I only had a few minutes before I left for work. So I was trying to get as much as I could done before I left. And I'm sitting at the table, and I literally cannot find the dies or the shapes that I just put dimensionals on. I'm looking all over. So I finally asked Bo if he will get up and help me look for them, because it was literally there 3 seconds ago. So he gets up and comes over and looks for me, and he was like, honey, they're attached to your shirt underneath your girls. So yeah, that's, if you're looking for something and you can't find it, check underneath your sisters because they might be attached. No clue. So that's why I tried to pick all of those up with my fingers, just so I didn't accidentally lose one and then it be attached to something it's not supposed to be. So I'm going to grab the bow, trim this off, and grab my dimensionals that were just here. There they are. It's a story of my life. Literally, they were just here. Put this one down. And let's bring in some of our gems. Let's grab our cool little tool, and we're just going to sprinkle on some of these gems. There you go. That is how easy these cards are to put together. And very minimal stamping, very minimal embellishments. I just sprinkled a couple of the gems and a bow on. This one doesn't have the bow, but it will eventually. And look, we have 5 gorgeous cards using all of the in colors that are retiring soon. So if you like these, definitely get them while you can. The catalog is good until the end of May, I believe. I probably should know that, but I forgot. But they are still available for now. They are on, some things are on low inventory, but others are not. So anyways, if you need any help with ordering any of the supplies that I used today, I definitely put a link in the video before I went live, or you can feel free to reach out to me anytime. And I will be back Tuesday for another fun live. And Saturday, I do have the wreath class. So if anybody is available, definitely send me a message and we will get you hooked up to make that gorgeous wreath. If you need anything, let me know. If not, I will see everybody on Saturday or Tuesday for another live. Chat with you soon. Bye-bye.